Hello, everyone. Welcome to TBU.
Welcome.
It's TBU Thursday.
Yeah.
We are your host.
I'm Frenchie.
I'm Nika.
And I am Wes. How are y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm a little tired, but I got my ice situation on
Right,
here,
the one you didn't bring anybody else. How are you today, Nika?
Wow.
See how we're starting? Let's start over. Cut it, and let's restart.
You didn't like my comment?
No.
I was just being an honest man.
Abraham Lincoln.
Never that. Never that. Never that. It's giving more Mae Jepsen, right? That's her name.
Sure.
Yes. An honest woman. Mm-hmm. How are you, Nika?
I'm okay.
Amen. I am doing swell today. Can't complain. Just saying.
But
what? But I mean, I did.
you kind of did. You kind of did.
Hey,
I can't complain.
it's just because I really would like an iced, latte or something of some sort. But it's okay. I can get my own. I'm an independent woman.
Hey,
okay.
That's new to me.
Right.
We had no idea.
Had no idea.
Okay, respect it. Thank you. I can't.
This is news.
Right.
I can't. Well, let's get into our word of the day.
And yes, she is a bitch. B-I-C-T-H. And in that...
Yes. Today's word is inherit.
Okay.
Inherit, to receive from an ancestor as a right or title descendable by law at the ancestor's death, to receive as a devise or legacy, to receive from a parent or ancestor by genetic transmission, passed down. It's passed down to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I want to know, so let's just say there are 3 elders in your family that are like, I'm retiring. They have businesses that they have built up, and over time, they're big, they're going, and they're like, okay, we need some younger folks to take over. And your name got picked first out of the hat, or whatever they were doing. Like, your name came up first. So you get to choose, like, between, like, the 3 of them, which one you want. The other 2 go to whichever youngin gets it.
Uh-huh.
All right. So the 3 businesses that you get to choose from are a travel agency, a TV/movie production studio, or a hotel/resort chain.
That's really good.
That is good.
Dang.
I think that I would choose the TV and movie production studio. That's what I would choose, because you can create stories that don't go away, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you get to create something that stays forever. That's what I would do. I feel like travel agency, like, that could be cute, but I'm not gonna work it.
Who's gonna work it?
Not me.
Well, it's a lucrative business.
You're
So
the CEO.
yeah.
I'm
True,
like,
but
you don't have
boss CEO.
Yeah. I'm like,
They employ people.
boss. So technically, you don't have to do much.
Yeah, but I just wouldn't want to handle travel or hotels, because you gotta really deal with people. And that sounds like too much
You gotta
liability
deal with
for
people
me.
with TV production too.
Yeah, but they're lawyered up.
So are these big old travel agencies and what's that?
Yeah,
called?
but I mean, like, the individuals.
Oh yeah.
When something happens with them, like on a trip or at your hotel, like, you're looking at a lawsuit. I mean, you could, of course, pay it off because you got a lot of money, but you're gonna have to pay off some people.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with production studio, they handle that shit.
They do.
Like, all that shit's covered. Like, bitch, you get hurt, that was part of the job. You already know.
Come on now. Let's get with it.
Mm-hmm. That's why we got stunt people and all these other folks. Mm-hmm.
I'm picking the hotel chain. I would like that. Wherever I go, I get a nice hotel, a nice stay. Hopefully it's I hope it's I don't want to. No offense, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to hear at the Motel 6.
It's not. That's why I said hotel and not motel.
Yeah, I want something big. You know.
Okay.
Nice. I don't know. Like almost like Paris Hilton.
Okay.
But just not.
Yeah.
Just not.
Just me. You know.
The West.
Just West Hotel.
You can take over the W.
I could
The W. Yes.
Where do they have the W's at though? Think about it.
They got one in Atlanta. I know they have one in LA.
I need something.
That's all I know about
I need
the W.
something international.
Yes.
That's all I know.
So that I have a nice stay wherever I go. I'm always have the penthouse. Like that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cute.
I'll drive on. What would you?
Yeah, I would definitely love to have like a resort chain too, especially if it could be like a all-inclusive adult resort. Like if it's something like that. So I'm like,
yeah, no kids.
so I don't have to worry about the children. Yeah. Don't bring your kids here.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just providing the alkies and
And good vibes.
the fun, the good vibes.
Always.
We love that.
Yeah.
The Alkies and the good vibes.
Yeah.
have to.
My friends always got somewhere to stay, no charge. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You can put your homies on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would love that. But I mean, I'm gonna have my own team. Maybe we can do something together.
Collab.
We can build something.
Hey, why not? Right? We can make a movie about the resort. Hey,
Just saying.
and we can film on location. Right?
White Lotus.
Do you see how all of these come together like that?
Look at that.
These are our minds. We're in sync with each other.
Blending.
And what women are we talking about this week?
Okay, y'all. It's Women's History Month, and we are Black, so we're going to be talking about Black women.
Oh yeah, Black women.
All right. Today's beautiful Black woman that we have today is from Queens, New York.
Queens! We had to say it. There was no way.
I like how we paused.
We couldn't let it slide. We couldn't let it slide. That was not playing, by the way. I don't even know that.
I'm done.
I like how we paused before. Okay. We have Marie Van Britten Brown. She's an inventor of the first home security system. Wow.
Black women rule.
Marie Van Britten Brown.
Yes.
I love that.
She invented this because she felt a security risk. We're in Queens, New York. She felt a security risk
Let me say it wrong. Let me remind you where
for
we
the
are.
safety of her home and everything. And her and her husband both worked, but they did not work at the same time. Like she was a nurse, so she was
working
like,
nights.
Yeah.
exactly. And there were times where she was home alone, and she wanted to be able to see who was at the door, like while she's home alone, instead of like having to get up and go to the door and risk her safety. So she created this and formed like a two-way communication thing so that she's able to communicate with the person outside. And it's like, you hear me, I hear you type situation. And this is some of the stuff that you see in apartment buildings nowadays. So congrats to her. And thank you for creating that, because it really has changed a lot over time and is still going. Now we have the Ring doorbell and everything.
Yeah.
So I just feel like
I love the ring. I love my ring.
I love me some ring.
I just feel like it's an amazing thing. And her and her husband actually did like kind of create this together, because they both obviously felt the need for safety when it comes to your home and your possessions. So fuck yeah.
Come on, Marie. Come on,
So
Marie
fuck
Van
yeah.
Britten Brown. We appreciate you at the Black Umbrella, Marie Van Britten Brown.
Yeah.
That's a good name, baby.
That is Marie Van Britten Brown.
Like, it rolls off the tongue. What year was this? Do we know?
Yes. 1966 is when she first filed a patent for it, and it was
Okay.
approved in 1969.
All right.
Beautiful.
So it's patented under home security system utilizing television surveillance. So she has that patented.
That's how you gotta do it. Whenever you think of some
Yeah.
shit, patent that shit.
You really have to.
Under all of what it could be.
Yeah, you really got to.
You got to. Thick and heavy.
Because the way people come swoop in,
Swoop in and just
baby.
take that shit from you. I promise you.
Well, let's go ahead and get into For the Birds, shall we? Yes.
They sound so healthy today.
They sound a little healthy. You know, it didn't rain for about the last 12 hours at least, so they doing good.
I'm like, we're crying. The wings are dry, finally.
Okay, the wings are finally dry. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into For the Birds. It's the part of the show where we go look at Twitter, see what's popping, and talk about it, right? Yeah. So the first thing I have on today is The Little Mermaid. Yes. The Little Mermaid. Can you guys believe it? We are really just like a few weeks away from this movie coming out.
Believe it.
And I'm excited. We got a first trailer look, right? It looks good. And now Halle Bailey, she posted a video of her reacting to the brand new Little Mermaid doll.
The doll.
Yes.
The doll.
The doll.
The doll.
That
y'all.
looks just like Halle. Of course, it's got her little mole on top of her eyebrow. It's got it doesn't really have like locks per se.
It has like a mix of a lock and a mix
like
of a braid.
wave.
Micro.
It's like a lock and a wave.
Lock, braid, wave.
A braid.
Yes.
Michael Brox.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That is exactly what you will call it.
Sure.
Yes.
But I'm excited for this doll. It looks so cute. And anytime like new black dolls pop up, I'm always excited because I just remember back when I was a little black girl and all we had was Teresa. All we had was Teresa the Barbie. If you wanted to play with Barbies and you wanted a black Barbie, that was all you had.
You get Teresa.
You had to move over to like the Mycene doll. And right there you had one black doll. Her name was Madison, right?
Or you had a Bratz doll. You had Sasha.
Yes.
Once again, the only black one. So
Token.
So anytime I hear news of like, hey, here's a new black doll coming out, I'm totally here for it because it's really important in telling stories for children. You know, being able to create a world and create stories that surround you, that center you and people that look like you and dolls and other things that look like you is really, really important, you know?
And
I never got to tell my story through my dolls.
True.
You know?
I hope they make a lot of them. I hope it's like a very mass produced doll.
Yes.
I want all kids to be able to have access to this doll. Like I think it's important. I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like, okay, we only have a certain amount. It's a limited time. I'm like, no. Y'all need to be producing these like you produce Ariel. Okay?
Yeah.
Like really go in and produce these dolls. First of all, I need one. I'm getting one.
I need one,
Yes.
right?
It's happening.
And
So
give me a little Barbie doll holder.
the stand.
Because it has a tail that like kind of flaps and everything too. Like
Put it in the pool.
ooh, put it in the
swim.
pool. Barbie loves to do some water, something.
Yes.
It's
Some aquatic something.
something aquatic. You know, tattoos might show up. You know,
I remember that.
the hair changes color.
Yes.
She now has lipstick. I mean,
Yes.
they love doing shit with water over
little
there at Barbie.
transformation.
Okay, they love it.
Funny.
Right. So I'm excited for it. Ready for the movie. Ready for the doll. We're here.
We're here.
Okay, we're ready.
Fully supporting.
Fully
Finally.
supporting. Now, something I'm not really supporting is the next topic I have here, which is okay, so one of my favorite game shows is Family Feud. I watch it literally every single day. And you know, it's fun. It's cute.
I love
it's
Family Feud.
family,
Yeah.
It's
right?
a great show.
So there was a particular board, and when you're watching this show, you can tell that this was like a COVID episode because you can tell like how far everything's spaced out, how far like Steve's kind of sitting away and stuff. But anyway, the question for this board was, name me a singer that brings down the house every time.
Okay.
The two members from each family is up at the podium. They smack the buzzer and they say Beyonce. Great answer.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Great answer.
Number one.
Flips over. Answer number 4. So it's like, oh,
okay. So this is this of all time? Maybe that's what it might be.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, you know, they ask 100 people. It doesn't go off any list.
Oh yeah, they do ask
It's
100 people
from people that they ask.
Okay.
Yes.
Who are these people?
So,
people.
right. So
Show
the
me the
answer flips
faces.
over, and it was number 4. So, like, okay, well, sure.
guess.
You know, they're like, we're gonna play Steve.
Right.
They go over there, and they're like, okay. They go to the next person. They give their answer. They say Diana Ross. Right.
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Great
Right.
answer. Right.
Yeah.
X.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Keep going.
All right.
Right.
Keep going. Yeah.
So then another person says who did they say? It wasn't Whitney Houston. But let's just it was Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
The next person goes, they say Mariah Carey.
Duh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Great
Duh.
answer. X.
No. Okay. All right. We're done.
An X, right?
We're not playing
Turn the
anymore.
game off.
So then they're like,
Okay.
Ariana Grande?
Oh.
Right? They're like they're grasping for straws
Straws
now
here,
because
yeah.
they're like, who the hell is on this board?
Yeah.
Ariana Grande? X.
But that
like,
one makes
damn.
sense.
Yeah. Shit. Ariana Grande can sing, but
She
I don't
can sing,
Bring
but-
the house down. Right?
Yeah.
Someone can really sing. Okay. So where are we left?
Where?
So, so they go over to the other family.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're like, J-Lo?
Okay.
Ding. Flips over and it's answer number 2.
This is a setup.
Number
A
2.
singer, first of all, a singer who brings the house
down the house.
Not a dancer, not a
Not in this
performer.
dancery.
A singer.
A singer.
That uses their
Singer.
real voice.
To bring the house down every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Well, shit, Ashanti. Let's do it.
No, for real. Ashanti.
Ashanti, let's do it. No, it was not Ashanti. I'm going to
Yeah, it
go
was.
ahead and give y'all the list of who was on this board.
Can't believe it.
Okay. So we already know it was Beyonce at 4. Okay. Then they had, so it was 7 answers. They had Celine Dion at 7.
Hold on. Where was Jennifer? Jennifer was at.
Jennifer was at number 2.
No.
That's
There's something wrong.
there's something because Celine,
There's something wrong because my Jamaican
Yeah.
queen Celine Dion,
Jamaican queen.
yes,
my Jamaican
Yes.
queen Celine Dion can sing
down,
all of these bitches on the table. All of them.
down.
Yeah.
Putting Celine Dion. Have y'all seen Beyonce and Celine Dion together? Singing Emotions?
Yes.
Goes in.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
dang, I need to go rewatch
Yeah.
that one. I forgot that existed.
that exists.
Celine, J-Lo over Celine, bitch.
Celine could be number 1 for me. I don't care.
Celine could definitely be
Breaks
number
it down
1
every time.
because what?
Okay.
Celine was number 7.
No.
7.
Okay. Can y'all guess who number 6 was? I'll give you a clue. She's got the heart of a fighter. She's a survivor.
Reba?
Reba.
No way. The single mother.
Reba sings down too.
She does
These
sing.
are people who do bring the
I'm
house
a
down.
survivor.
But why are they so far back? Why are they
Why
behind
are they
J-Lo?
Of all people,
J-Lo's 2.
J-Lo
and
was
Celine
2.
and Reba are
Even her
7 and
voice.
6.
7 and 6.
No, something ain't right.
Ready for 5?
okay.
Cher.
Cher?
That's what I said. Listen, everyone, you know, on Family Feud, when the answers flip over at the end, like the crowd reads along with the
Yeah.
answer, the crowd was like,
Cher.
First of all, Cher should never beat out Celine Dion or Reba. I mean, she didn't beat out Beyonce.
No,
Cher
but
should not beat out.
Reba.
I'll take
Celine.
Cher for 7 before, okay. Who
Yeah.
else we got?
So as we already know, Beyonce was at 4.
Yeah.
J-Lo was at 2.
Yes.
So number 3, they flip it over and it was Carrie Underwood.
Okay, Miss Carrie does
I
sing.
dug my key
Carrie
into
sings.
the side. She do.
Carrie sings.
That's why she won.
Sings down.
She does.
I'm not going to take that one away from her.
No,
I don't. You know what? What's she at? She at number 3?
Number 3.
I'm not mad at it.
It's
I'm
all
not
right.
mad at it.
It's okay.
I'm not mad at it.
It's okay.
Carrie can sing.
She can.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, J-Lo, right?
No, yeah, we saw me.
That ain't
And
right.
number 1, can you take a gander?
Who is it?
Lady Gaga.
Okay. You know what?
Lady Gaga.
My discrepancies with this list are that the order is fucked, right? They have some good, besides J-Lo. J-Lo should not be on the board.
At all.
I don't
not.
think Jennifer should be on the board, on the block, or anywhere.
No.
I think she's just
Nobody's blocked.
Yeah, just be chilling. On the movie screen is where she needs to be.
Yes.
That's where I love her most.
That's where I love her the
needs to be
most.
on set.
Yeah.
Off the Stanley Feud board. Off
set.
the tour. Off the block and on set. But they have good people.
Right.
Like, I would move the order around.
It's just the
I would
bringing
move it
down the
around
house.
and add somebody to replace J-Lo.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't belong up
Beyonce
there.
can be a 2 for me. Celine Dion can be 1 for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly. Celine Dion can really be
Same.
number 1 for me.
When they were going through the list, I was like, you know, who they were getting the X's for. Like, Mariah Carey got an X. This person got an X.
Oh,
so I was
yeah,
like,
that's insane.
So I was like,
How did Mariah not make the board?
right. So I said, okay, obviously,
Whitney's
number
not even there.
one
Whitney's
has to
not
be
even
Whitney
there,
Houston was
yeah.
my guess. I'm like, number
Yeah.
one has to be Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that would make sense.
She didn't make the board.
But to make the board, period. But she didn't make the board at all.
Was Shaka Khan on the board?
No.
Interesting.
No Shaka.
Oh, well.
Sorry. No Shaka.
Okay.
I cannot. Okay, let's move on. Last thing I want to talk about is a new movie coming out.
Okay.
Featuring the sister of the sister we talked about just a time ago.
Yes.
Chloe Bailey. Okay. Chloe is going to be in this new movie called Praise This. It's going to come out on Peacock. It's going to be on streaming. It's come out April 7th. Oh, that's in a couple weeks.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of things. We're being fed.
So
We're being
basically,
fed.
she is putting out her album the last week of March, right?
Yes.
And then this movie is coming out like pretty much a week or two later.
While she's on tour.
While she's on tour.
While she's on
This movie's
tour.
going to come out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Booked and busy working.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's called Praise This, and I'm really excited for it. It's got some folk that we know. Of course, it has Chloe Bailey in it. It has Drewski in it. Mac Wilds. Just a whole bunch of
Quavo.
folks. Oh,
Quavo.
right.
Mhm.
Quavo. A whole bunch of people are in this movie,
Yeah.
and basically, it's kind of I'm here for it because it's like fighting temptation.
That's
Yes,
the
that's
vibe
what
that
I was
And
thinking. Like
I
going
like
back
that.
home type.
Yeah, I
situation.
like that vibe because it's like, okay, the movie is basically kind of like Chloe seems like she's the girl who's not really in the church, but she comes to the church because she's, you know, coming back home to family and, you know, probably like going to live with them. And she goes to the church with them and she has this voice, of course, and it's a secret. Or she just doesn't really use it like that. And then, you know, someone's like, you need to use your voice, girl. You need to start singing. And then she's going to start singing. And of course, it's going to be riffs and raps and tits and tats.
Riffs and raps.
Yeah.
It's going to be riffs and raps and tips and tats.
Riffs and raps.
Yeah. It's going to be some love interest going on, of course. And there's going to be some singing. There's going to be some gospel singing. And
Right.
I'm really excited because I like this kind of, I hate a musical, but if you slap something like this in front of me,
I'm watching it.
I'm watching.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Support Chloe.
I'm ready for Praise This.
I am. Praise this.
Hey.
They should hire me.
Yeah,
I can do that in the very beginning.
you can.
I can
Call
do
him
it.
up right now. I'm sure it ain't too late.
Praise this. Imagine. Where's the man who just randomly blurts out praise this? That's me. Yes, Wes. First check for a voiceover. Praise this. I try really hard every single week.
Wow.
I
They'll be like,
practice.
oh my God, that guy. Who's that guy that opened up the movie? He was just the best performance.
It makes you want to just get up and praise. It does.
I felt it. I felt it.
wanted
Started
to
speaking in
shout.
tongues.
I can do that. I'm just saying. Call me now. Call me now. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Cleo it. And that's all I got for the birds today, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and go into Pay It Does.
Let's play it does.
Let's Pay It Does. What had us messed up, fucked up, upset, upchuck, all those things, right? What had us messed up?
Gosh.
Golly G.
Golly G, right?
Golly G.
I had a good week this week, so I don't think I have anything to pay debts this week. I'm trying to think of was there something that really got to me?
You don't have to breed negativity in your life.
I don't. It was definitely a good week.
We
Not
love
gonna lie.
that.
So yeah, I have nothing to pay debts this week.
Beautiful.
What about you, Nika?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything either. My friends made my week better.
We love
Yes,
that.
friends.
Yeah, friends.
I'm gonna pay debts to that bug. I really don't know what kind of bug you were.
Was it outside?
It was inside.
Oh, that's worse.
It was inside of a building, right? There was a about as big as your index finger was this bug.
No thanks.
They got different size indexes. Let me see.
Still.
We do. But large.
Woo!
It was large.
It's a big bug, girl.
It is a
Yeah.
big bug.
Oh.
I was just minding my business.
As
Okay.
Usually,
usual.
that's what happens.
As usual.
That's
And then
usually
all
whenever
of
they
a
show
sudden, out the corner of my eye, I noticed something was moving.
Oh, no.
And I looked over, and there was this large bug that was crawling. It had long little antennas and everything.
Hearing about it.
It was gross.
Were they moving?
I don't
the worst
even.
when they move.
I think they might have been. I think that they were.
When they be hitting the crisscross, baby.
I said, time to go.
No, really.
Time to go.
Got a blast.
Yeah, got a blast.
Immediately.
What are our shining moments? What's something that brought us some joy? Something that made us happy this week? Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with my friends this weekend, and I really enjoyed it. We spent a lot of time together.
We
Yes.
did.
I think that oftentimes people think that because we have a podcast, we hang all the time. That's not the case. We really do have lives outside of our podcast. We do.
We do.
We work hard, and most times whenever we are meeting, it's about the podcast or a meeting about the podcast or doing the podcast. So it was nice to just chill. We really just chilled this weekend.
We really did.
And I loved that. I was like, I felt so warm and fuzzy inside. I went to the library with Aaliyah. We went and we saw some exhibits. We went to the Octavia Lab, and it's called the Octavia Lab. Making sure it's the Octavia Butler Lab, to be honest, but it's the Octavia Lab overall. Down at the downtown library. So if you ever live in LA, go to the downtown library, get a library card. It's free. And you can go visit the Octavia Lab. They have 3D printers. They have podcast studios if you want to start your own podcast. They have video editing software, all Adobe Suite stuff.
Beautiful.
They've got a laser printer. They've got a lot of things that are free to use as long as you just sign up and sign in and say what you need to use. They have sewing machines. They have embroidery machines. Anything you can think of.
Baby, they are.
You can just go up there and use it too. It's not like a thing where it's okay, but we have a wait list. No, just tell them I need a sewing machine. They'd be like, all right, hold up.
Now.
Go get it. Yeah. They'll go get it.
Give me this motherfucking sewing machine.
Hell yeah. We sewing.
Okay.
What about you, Nika?
Yeah, the week with my friends was nice because we played games. We played more games.
Literally.
Yeah.
We went to a restaurant, ate, and played games.
We did.
At the restaurant. Yes.
Yeah, we had a good weekend and we had some good food and good times.
Yes.
Nice and chill.
It was nice and chill. Yeah, I mean, that's my shining moment too.
Wow.
My shining moment is that I got to hang out with my friends. We had a lot of
Turned
fun.
on Fern Gully for her.
She had never seen Fern Gully. Frenchie had never seen Fern Gully. I mean,
had not.
come on. How have you never
Oh,
seen?
no.
Not anymore, right? You've seen Fern Gully.
I have somewhat seen it.
Yeah.
It was definitely on in the same room that I was in, and it definitely played from start to finish.
However,
Did I really see it? I feel like I did see important pieces of it.
you did. Deforestation, girl.
Right, you understand the message.
I was understanding of the message.
You got the
yes.
message.
I
Yes.
did get the message.
Yeah, pollution.
Yes. Yeah, we have fun. We played a lot of card games. We drank wine. We just had a good time. We had a great
Good old
time.
time.
And it was just really, really fun. And another shining moment for me, Is that I went to brunch on Sunday.
Ooh, I saw your brunch.
It was delicious. I went to Acapulco, my favorite. And
I did not know that Acapulco was your favorite brunch spot.
Well, no, not for brunch, but it's pretty much my
no, just Acapulco in general.
Yeah, like it's really just like my favorite restaurant.
They got good corn cake, baby. They got a good corn cake.
You know, I've never had it.
You're missing out on the best part of Acapulco. The corn cake hits. Okay. I don't have to convince you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I just didn't. I've never ordered it from there.
You should do it one day. Just say, I want like a side of corn cake. They're going to bring it to you. It's going to be good. Change your life.
It probably will.
Change your life.
I'm sure of it. I like the one at El Torito. So I feel like I could like this one.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It was great. I had churro pancakes. Baby. Now, if y'all know the story, as you should know the story of how the Black Umbrella started, you would know about our brunch. That was very champagne filled.
Boozy brunch.
That was the creation of the Black Umbrella. That is what got us even started. I feel like the waiter had to have been kin to that man.
Gonzalo.
To Gonzalo.
I'll never forget his name.
I won't either. My waiter must have been kin to him, because when I tell you, they said, we came and we sat down, they said, you guys want mimosas? And we're like, yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It was like, they're bottomless. I'm like, yes. Yeah. So they came, put the flute down. We started drinking a little bit. I got like maybe like halfway through the glass, and he said, "You want some more champagne?" And I said, "Sure." Duh. I thought he was gonna bring out another glass. He said, "No, baby," and just poured it straight into my flute. I said, "You doing
absolutely.
it right? You doing it right?" He refilled my glass about 3-4, maybe 5 times.
You were trying to tap.
I mean, the more he added, the lighter my mimosa got, and by the end of it, it was looking like it was just straight champagne, and I really put a sprinkle.
Beautiful
of orange
for decoration.
But yeah, had a great time.
I love that.
Great weekend. Friends and food.
Friends and food is always existing. If you need a pick me up, friends and food will do it for you.
Oh yes.
If you ain't got no friends, you got food.
You always got food.
And if you don't have food, I hope you have friends.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm really
now it's deep. Huh? Now it's getting deep.
Privilege is speaking.
It is.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. Well,
we're sorry.
Yeah, but we love you.
We do love you.
No friends and food, you've got yourself. That's what Beyonce said. Me, myself, and I.
Oh yeah.
That's all I got in the end. The end. That's what she says.
That is what she said.
Yeah.
That's what she found out.
Oh. Well, let's go into the gust of wind, shall we?
Let's do it.
Woo. Those are strong winds. I love that. So for new music this week, I've got something to talk about.
Yes.
I'll just mention this very quickly.
Oh, okay.
Young Nutty. No.
Nutty?
Is that his name? Young Nutty? Little Nutty?
It's Young Nudie.
Woo!
I was like, who? Wait.
Couldn't do it. I tried hard. I promise you, I tried hard.
Yeah.
Nothing against this man and his craft. I'm not sure. He has an audience, clearly. I was trying.
I'm not in it.
I tried hard.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy the second song on there, Pancake. I really did like that song, but that was kind of it for me.
He had a song with 21 Savage, and I like 21 Savage. So I listened to that song and then went to the middle and then realized 21 Savage had a very small part in the song.
Yeah. That song was a waste of a pretty decent 21 Savage verse.
Because what's that one? Was that the one about the peach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peach and eggplant?
Something like that.
Something like that. Mm-hmm. Young Nudie. Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry for pronouncing him Young Nutty. I just,
Young Nutty.
I'm
Boomer.
I'm an old soul.
That was funny.
Did you enjoy the project though, Nika? Okay. I wanted to get one positive review.
Pancake was good. That's what I said.
Yeah. Pancake was a good song. I was trying to give him a chance because the people were rooting for him. And I said, I want to root for a black person too. I want to help.
Yeah.
I want to try to like anytime somebody comes up, sometimes people become problematic. Like there are some people we have not talked about anymore, like because they say things that are not
I remember her.
that are not okay. And you're like, I want to root for you, but you're either not for me or maybe they're just not it, you know? And this just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But much blessings to young Nudie.
Much blessings to you.
Much blessings.
Much blessings to I mean, hey,
such
greatness. Listen, I ain't wishing on your downfall, baby.
No,
keep
not
on,
at all.
Keep it on. Keep them numbers up.
Because you have people by your side that are not me.
Yeah.
And I'm
for
just
the most
not
part.
one of them. I'm not one of them.
I'm not.
But hey, y'all know that I am not the biggest fan of rap. You know, I mean, I was surprised. I was fucking with Key Glock's album as much as I did. So, I'm low key as this show goes on. I'm really transforming into a whole new individual. I like it.
Black butterfly.
Black butterfly. Wings, growing, sprouting, living, breathing, evolving. That's how I feel.
We love that.
Words.
Let's go to the next song. Nicki Minaj came out with Red Ruby the Sleaze. Now, for those who don't know what Red Ruby the Sleaze is, I don't either. But,
okay.
But if you need a visual reference, if you ever saw that video of Nicki Minaj on that table licking the Chinese food, right?
Yeah.
I think
she was eating something.
It was something.
Yeah.
She had the two buns.
I don't remember
the two space
dish now.
buns. I don't remember the dish either. You know, I was looking at her on the table. That was the first thing that really caught my eye.
Because I was like, why is she on the table like that?
However, I did listen to Red Ruby the Sleaze.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to get y'all's take on it before I say something.
When are you gonna stop being on samples? You don't need that. So I don't like that her recent songs have all been like a sample of something. I feel like that's some shit like a new rapper has to do to, you know, get someone familiar with them, because you use a familiar sound and then you get to blow. Like, you don't need to do that shit. Also, why do you always gotta take a break in the track to either just start talking to us or you gotta take a break to start cackling, or you gotta take a break to start singing? What is that about? I'm not really here for it. I mean, I feel like it's one of the better songs, I guess, that she's put out. But honestly, me hearing the thing in its entirety today, like I actually went through and listened to all the music today. I don't know about that one.
Okay. Nika, how you feel?
It's better than some other things.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I listened to Red Ruby the Sleaze. I listened to it twice. And
exciting.
I did. My critique is the bars are there. Like, the bars are there. She's rapping. She's not play rapping. She's actually really rapping on this track, which I always appreciate. It's the beat. It's the beat for me. It's a catchy beat. Like, I'm not like, the beat isn't bad. I'm just saying, like you said, I wish it was something that it was totally OG original to put behind those new bars, because the bars were there. Like, I really was reading through it and I listened to it and I said, she's rapping. Like, she's really rapping on this record, as Nicki Minaj usually always does. Like, Nicki Minaj is gonna rap. Every now and then she hits us with a little play rap, which we know what that is, right? But she was rapping, so I appreciated that. However, I did want, like you said, a new flavor, a new beat, something that wasn't sampled, something that was original to put behind these new bars, because I felt like this could have really bumped up.
Yeah, like it was better, but it could have been way better. Like, it was better than like your play, but it could have been more.
It was better for me than FRE.
Yeah, better than that, but could have been elevated.
Yeah. But, I mean, the bopper's going to run that shit up no matter what.
Yeah, it's going to run up no matter what.
It's number one on Apple right now or something like that of that nature.
With every other song that she puts out, the bopper's just going to run it up.
She has a loyal till they die fan base. So,
Don't come burn down the studio, Barbs.
Please, I promise you, Barbs, don't come burn down the studio.
Please don't come after us.
You understand. If you're a real Barb, you would understand what you would want. You know, there are some Barbs that are like, I'm just obsessive and I like everything. But the real Barbs actually do critique Nicki. The real ones.
The real ones
that have been there from the jump. Next we've got Black came out with Since I Have a Lover.
Yeah.
I listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a new sound for me from Black.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not mad at the sound. I do like it. I do like the sound. I like the song. I like the lyrics. It's giving soft life, you know? Like,
Soft life. Okay.
Like I enjoy the track. It made me feel a little something right here. Like I've never really felt that way before about Black. And now I'm like, wait. Am I missing out on something?
No,
could be.
Yeah, could be.
Could be.
So, yeah, I'm excited for what the new project is. If with this new sound, it makes me wonder what the new project is going to bring, right? Who's going to be on it? We saw the cover art for the new project. At least I know I did. Like, it's going to be something. And I'm kind of excited to see them unveil something new. I haven't seen the video. I want to see the video. I haven't seen it yet. Did y'all see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, how was it?
think so.
It was cool. It was interesting. Very like singular. Like just pay attention to the art. It wasn't like a lot going on. It wasn't like some, like storyline that they try to get through the visual. It was kind of just like him on like kind of floating, and
Okay.
I liked it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I felt the same way. New sound. When I pushed play, I said, "Oh, okay, now this is totally different from what I've ever heard come from Black." But yeah, I'm here for. I really like the lyrics, so yeah. And it was like, it kind of made you want to like do a little bop.
Little bop.
It really gave me like a festival song. That's what
it does.
It was like very much like, okay, you would do this at a festival and it would be great.
Oh, beautiful. I'm excited for his new project because I do enjoy Black and I do enjoy this new sound. So I'm excited to see how everything flows together once the full project is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that I love seeing evolution from artists, and that's exactly what Black is doing. Literally evolving.
Yes.
Growing, which I appreciate. I don't like the artist that's going to stay in the same box the whole time. Okay? There are plenty box artists out here, but this is really like, especially with rappers.
If you're a box artist.
If you're a box artist, no. But especially with rappers, you see a lot of them stay within those confines. That's the same shit.
Right. I think it just depends on
How
where
you
you put
say
it in there.
Yeah.
But like they stay within those confines and they like want to just be in that box because they know that's where they sweet. And for some people it works.
For some people.
Because we've done seen some people step out the box and we'd be like, it's okay to go back in.
Yeah.
But for this I said, stay out the box. Yes, I want to see you expand, grow. So I can't wait to see what Black brings for this whole entire project. Next I want to talk about Masego, right? Masego came out with Masego. I am a fan of any artist who can have a self-titled album and it's all them.
Yeah.
Like that for me is very symbolic. Like I feel like I've always felt like anytime an artist has a self-titled album, I mean, yeah, most people have features, but whenever you have a self-titled album and it's only you, it seems so much more personal. And that's exactly what Masego did. And I think that Masego really delivered
This is me.
This album. Because it was like, I don't need to feature or stand on anybody else or rely on someone to bring me in. You never know what they might have a deluxe coming out where they have some people have on a remix. But
the original drop is just them.
I loved that. So, yeah. I love the album.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I feel like in the past, I feel like when I was in college, I forget what album that it was at the time that Masego had out, but like I would listen to that and I would really like it. And then like projects after that, I couldn't really like get into them like that. I wasn't really like that big of a fan of them, but this one, I feel like, okay, now I have returned. I have returned to really enjoying his music, and I really love this album.
I see.
I like the whole. I like the whole album.
The whole album.
I see.
Yeah. The ones that really stood out to me though were Remembering Sundays and Who Cares Anyway.
Okay.
Those were like my two standouts.
Afraid of Water was the one for me. That was one, right? Afraid of Water? Or
oh yes, Afraid of Water.
That was a good one to me.
too.
I really like that one.
Beautiful gowns.
Do you have any tracks that you like, Nika?
Sounds. Sorry.
McDonald's.
I liked Afraid of Water. You Play With My Heart. Remembering Sundays. Yeah.
All right.
It was the whole thing is good.
Yeah, top to bottom.
So.
I really loved it. I really liked the story that was being told.
Yeah.
In between, like they had the speaking portions.
Yeah.
That was like it was.
It was well constructed.
Yeah.
The track list was set very nicely. Everything was just, if you want to vibe, put it on and you will see what we're talking. Because it's hard to describe with words. You just have to.
Yeah.
Gotta know it.
It can slow you down when you feel like you're going too fast.
Yes. Next is Kali Uchis, Red Moon and Venus.
Yes.
This is my favorite project by Kali Uchis so far.
Yes. The best shit she's ever done.
It's the best thing she's ever done. For me, I feel like this is the best project Kali Uchis. Like I need to.
Oh.
I'm giving Kali Uchis her props right here.
Uchis!
Kali Uchis Red Moon and Venus.
Yeah.
From top to bottom, beginning to end, the correct features.
Yeah.
Placed perfectly for the best songs. When you have like Don Toliver, you got Summer Walker on this thing. I think Omar Apollo's on it too, right? Yeah. Like I just, whenever I heard I Wish She Roses, I was obsessed with the song, but then I was like, okay, I can't wait to hear more. I heard more. And this whole thing is, I loved it.
Yeah, top to bottom.
Yeah.
I feel like, in the past, Kali Uchis, her project that she's put out, I'd be like, okay, I like a song or two here and there. Like, it's cool, it's okay. But usually, like a full project, I haven't been the biggest fan of. But this Red Moon and Venus, wow, she really, you can tell she really just like took this shit so serious that she really just like kind of just like poured her heart into creating this album. It was great. I mean, every song is like so special in its own little way. It has like its own special message and like it was great. I really loved Worth the Wait.
Yeah.
And Hasta Cuando.
Hasta cuando?
Hasta Cuando.
Do you have any favorites, Nika?
I liked Worth the Wait, All Mine, Fantasy, Hasta Cuando. Como Te Quiero Yo is also a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, you're not lying.
The whole album is, I couldn't even pick. I tried.
So
to pick.
I
tried to pick, but the whole album is so good. I recommend that if y'all haven't,
top to bottom,
even if you feel like you haven't been like a Kali Uchis fan like that, because like I can admit that I'm not like a stan of Kali. I mean, I'm not a stan of Kali Uchis, but even whenever it comes to fandom, right? Like I was like, I like Kali Uchis. I think she's cool.
Yeah.
But this is what made me like upgraded my past to like fan. Like I am a fan of Kali Uchis now. Like this is really
upgraded my past.
I know. Like I went from general admission to fan. Like I don't know what's going on here.
Right.
But that was me.
You got your fan verified?
I'm fan verified, baby. I'm like, okay, I need to go to this tour because she's going to be on tour. So I'm like, I need to go to this tour now.
Yeah. That'll be a good one.
So can't wait to see it. And that's it for my new music for the week. So hope y'all enjoyed it.
Love that.
First topic we're going to talk about.
Yes.
You know what? Let me just say it.
Okay.
Don't. You don't have to.
Hey,
you must.
But you must.
I have to.
You don't have to, but you must.
Tyga and Avril Lavigne are an item. They are together. They were spotted kissing.
Little Tyga
hands.
and Avril Lavigne.
Yep. Is that what someone said? Did you say that? Did you come up with that?
I came up with it just now.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Little Mama and Avril Lavigne.
Wow. Yeah, they're together. They're a couple. They're a thing. They are doing it.
It's so random.
Very, very, very.
I think it was so funny because like literally a few days ago, I had saw like an article about, like, because Avril Lavigne, she's been, she was married for a long ass time.
Yeah.
And, they've been like estranged and like going through a divorce and everything. So they were just talking about, it's just a story about her divorce and all these kinds of things. And then 2 days later, I see her sucking face with Tyga.
Yeah.
I said, girl, what is this?
Random.
Baby.
It's the most random shit I've ever seen. So random. I think she's seen them OnlyFans videos and she tried to get a little bit.
Like, I said she saw that dick and was like, I'm gonna need to try it out.
Hey, you.
I could be your girlfriend.
No way.
I think I need a new one. Yes, I find out what your money's so delicious. I think about you all the time. You're so addictive. Addictive. Indeed.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, listen, I'm not bad at it.
If the next time we see them out, we see Avril Lavigne like leaned over in like a slump, kind of like a slumped way, but just like leaned all over onto him.
Yeah.
Arms draped around. We gonna know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
We gonna know. She's getting that. She's getting that. And it's good.
She's getting the eye of the tiger, right?
She's getting that eye of the tiger.
Okay.
Pounce on it.
Hey, we love it. Okay, if you like it, we love it.
Hey.
It just was very random to look at today. I think I woke up to it. So
I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow, that is a pair.
Yeah.
A pair indeed.
Very
Not my motherfucking protest.
Do y'all think they will put out music together?
No,
No.
I hope not.
No.
This is not that kind of relationship.
No.
Let's pause.
No.
With that.
No.
This is not a Beyonce Jay-Z.
No.
This is not a.
No.
Who else? Give me
No.
somebody.
No.
Give me somebody.
No.
Well,
Hell,
either
I
way,
don't know.
Dirk and Dash.
Not
that
Dirk and
should
Dash.
never have happened.
Dirk
I
and
like
Dash.
it.
But it did.
That should never have happened. And I want us to all recognize that.
It shouldn't have,
That should never have
But it
happened.
did.
It did, but
unfortunately.
it shouldn't have happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Next on my list. Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
How you doing?
Shaka Khan. When you move, Shaka Khan.
Shaka had some shocking things to say. Are we really shocked? It's Shaka Khan. Are we shocked by Shaka Khan?
Never.
Like, Shaka Khan is a diva, always been a diva, has been known for being a diva, has been known for talking shit about people her whole career.
Yeah.
Not really a surprise,
So
is it?
it's no surprise that
it?
this audio has come up of her talking about, I think they were reading off a list of like the greatest singers or something like that. And Mariah Carey was on the list and she gonna say Paola.
I thought that was so funny.
Paola.
That must be payola or something.
I was like, and even if you don't like her, you can't deny that girl's voice. Like,
No.
that's Mariah Carey.
Yes.
That's Mariah Carey.
That's Mariah
Aretha was number
Carey.
one. She said, I get that one. That's perfect, Aretha. Yes. Beyonce, she had some things to Beyonce. She said, I think that she could. What did she say?
She said, I feel like she's a great singer, but she has the potential to be a really great singer.
Yeah. Very much Beyonce, like almost like Beyonce has the potential to be like Beyonce is not Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't worked her ass off. Like she wasn't doing Good Morning America and singing at her child's school like it was a concert stage.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Who else did
Good
Shaka
grief.
talk about?
Gosh. Wasn't Whitney. She didn't really talk
She
about
said Whitney was
like
good.
that.
Yeah, she said
was
Whitney
on
was
Whitney.
good.
Michael Jackson and was at
Diana.
the Diana and
Diana.
Michael, they were both at like
70 something.
Low.
67.
They were low.
70. It was wild.
They were lower than they should have been.
Yeah, because Shaka beat them. Shaka was at 60 something, I think. Shaka was like 67, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
And then they were below her.
Yeah.
Didn't make sense.
No.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
But
made no sense.
Shaka, I mean, come on now. We're used to this. This isn't something new. I feel like people kind of were taking it out of proportion on Twitter and on social media, like, oh, here, look at what Shaka's saying. I said, this is Shaka.
She always saying.
We have seen Shaka on multiple interviews, and I don't know what her vice of choice is, but sometime have we seen the verses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie
we
Mills
did.
and Shaka.
Yeah.
Stephanie Mills came to that
Carried.
stage and carried Shaka,
Picked her
from
up.
beginning to the end.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
professional helped her sister out with every song that wasn't even hers.
Yes.
Stephanie sang doing both parts of the verses. And
Yeah.
did it with grace, a
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just wild that like people were like, "Oh, Shaka, this is Shaka Khan. Come on, I'll get used to it." However, I don't agree with Shaka Khan's opinions. It's Shaka Khan. Yeah. And girl, we've seen you on the stage recently, and you know, it's just not what it used to be, and that's okay.
Vices and virtues.
For some people, it's just not what it used to be.
Yeah.
You had your heyday. Now it's time to say hey to somebody else. But Sir Shaka Khan is a legend. I will say that.
Yes,
It's just,
definitely.
you know, everybody has their heyday, like I said.
Everybody has their time.
We had a whole discussion about that on our live show
yes. We
on
sure
Friday.
did.
If y'all missed out on that, you missed out.
It's okay. You can catch us next month. Lastly, on my Guts to Win segment, that's something I'm not so proud of that I've heard about.
Oh no.
Yeah. There's a new game show coming out on E, hosted by Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Featuring Nick Cannon. And it's called Who's Having My Baby? And there are women in the crowd, all women who I saw, they were not black. I'm sorry, there was not a black woman in sight.
Didn't see.
Could be wrong. Maybe I need to go rewatch the clip over again. But they were all.
Maybe they were all light.
There was not a dark skinned person in sight.
Yeah.
Besides Kevin Hart.
Besides Kevin Hart, that's right. Yeah.
So the I don't know what the premise of the show is. This may be like they might be trying to troll us. I don't know but it's seeming very real.
Yeah.
It's just basically who's gonna have Nick Cannon's next baby, and this shit ain't funny to me. Like,
ain't shit sweet.
This ain't. It's like so you made a show, produced a show surrounding who you're gonna pick to essentially be your concubine.
Prostitution on TV.
What? Like, let's really unpack the layers. This isn't I'm looking for in a relationship. This isn't I'm looking for love like we see with most shows. This is I'm looking for a baby mama. Like, think about that.
That's so
and
crazy.
for E News, not E News, for E to be funding and a production for this show.
Yeah.
I just need us to really, what happened to the morals and values? Just the simple ones that we would have.
Like?
I don't even.
I'm like,
there are none anymore.
I'm like, there's none in TV.
There are none anymore. I mean,
and not in reality TV.
Not in reality TV.
That was I didn't.
Since Jerry's
and what do you win? Because it's a game show. So how?
Raw.
Right.
Dick.
Yeah. I would hope that, you know, if it's a game show, that it's something that's like, you know, kind of like a Mad Libs kind of a thing, and then maybe, or like a Cards Against Humanity. You know, and like maybe they just have to kind of like fill in funny phrases to something, and he gets to pick who, I don't know, who had the funniest phrases, and then whoever wins gets the money. And
I love how you
maybe they have a money baby, and the baby is stuffed with the money. And they're like, "Oh, who's having my baby? Oh, it's you! Congratulations, you won."
I love the
cool
creativity there. You really took it there.
You created a show.
You painted the picture.
I did. Yeah.
I hope it's exactly everything that you just said.
I hope so too.
And not what we think it is.
Because
it's not looking good.
It's not seeming legal to be doing this online.
It don't seem okay.
I mean, hey, listen. It's a show. I'll be watching, just so we all understand.
I'm pretty sure they have a workaround.
I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
And
we
hopefully,
gotta watch.
And as we get more promo, maybe it's going to be completely different than what we think it is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to watch. Because, come on now, why wouldn't I watch?
Who's Having My Baby?
I'm watching Who's Having My Baby on E.
Who's having my baby?
And yes.
You having my baby?
That is my... Oh, wow. A whole original song, Nika.
See, look, we are developing the show right now.
That might as well just put us on the production team now.
Put us on the production.
We've got it.
We got this in the bag.
That is the end of my Gust of Wind segment. So
And the peppy.
Thank you.
Yes. Lovely. Let's go ahead and get into the last segment of the show. Let's get into Under Our Umbrella. Okay. It's the part of the show where we talk about things just a little bit closer to the heart, a little bit more personal, a little bit more real.
Yeah,
right?
Make it real.
Real life.
To be real.
Opinion pieces.
Opinion pieces.
Got to be real.
Got to be real. So what I have here is self-care a luxury? Right? So I came across this video of Tracee Ellis Ross. And she was kind of talking about how like last year was like her year of yes and saying yes to everything, any opportunities that came her way, any, outings or whatever. She was always going to say yes, always going to say yes. And then she kind of realized like, I already knew that was not really the kind of person that I am. But now after doing, the yes overload, like I'm kind of realizing like, okay, that really is not me. And I'm the kind of person who needs to recharge, who does need to stay until the end of a party or, go to the after party or the after show or, the dinners and all this kind of stuff. Like I'm cool with the initial meeting and then I'm going home and I'm going to have some soup. I'm going to just chill, just relax. And, saying no is my self-care now. What's a part of my self-care is just saying no. Giving myself the grace, right?
Yeah.
So someone responded to this and they said, all rich women speak like this. I just want someone to be honest about how money allows you to slow down. So then it kind of started the conversation about, is self-care a luxury? So I will read what this person responded, and then we can discuss. So this person says, I agree 1000%. What people fail to realize is in this capitalist society, self-care is a luxury, unfortunately, meaning the only way to master it is to have the luxury to have time for it. Money doesn't buy happiness. It buys you back your time that can then be used for self-care. Most people don't have the money to outsource help with tedious tasks throughout the week, like cooking, cleaning, a nanny, etc. And that is what normally takes up their free time. Therefore, they will never have the luxury to have the time for the self-care they desire and probably desperately need to recharge. So I wanted to get you guys' opinions on that. Do you feel that self-care is a luxury? Do you feel like there's any kind of validity to either of these statements or even to Tracee Ellis Ross, to her statement and how she feels about her self-care?
I think it depends on what everyone has a different definition of what self-care is, so it's hard for me, right? Like for some people, self-care is as simple as picking up a book and going to the beach and reading to help clear their mind, or setting aside time to just chill and watch a movie, or getting their feet done, getting their hair done, getting their nails done. Like those all, whether they're together or separate, can be a basis of self-care that usually takes an hour and some change out of someone's day. To have an extreme self-care of being like, you know who does a really extreme self-care? Ashanti. Ashanti's on an island
Every day.
every month. Somewhere traveling, right?
Yeah.
And that's her self-care. Like she's always on. Ashanti's always working and always on vacation. There is a balance there. I mean, I'm always seeing Ashanti. She's in two Lifetime movies, usually a year. At least one every single year. She has a movie with someone else, or is working on a production with someone. She's touring with Ja Rule all the time. Has her one-off performances, but also finds herself on an island almost every single month. I feel like she's always good at self-care, right? Then again, she has money. There's a luxury to be able to have that kind of self-care. I think it just depends on how you define your self-care. I will say that it's hard to find time to be in self-care mode whenever you're in survival mode, right?
Yeah.
Like whenever your brain, there's a difference. Whenever your brain is in the mood of I need to survive, as in I don't know how this gonna get paid. I don't know how this gonna get paid. I don't know how this gonna get paid. I don't know if I might have this car tomorrow. I don't like if there's so much up in the air with your life, you don't really have time to
Yeah.
You don't have the capacity to even think about what can I do for myself.
Yeah.
Because you're too busy trying to figure out what hustle can I get in, what can I do to survive while I'm in between jobs, or what can I do to survive while I'm trying to feed 2 mouths at one time. Like, you know, there's a difference whenever it comes to that urgency of being like not having that luxury of self-care. Like there are facets and layers to it. However, in those moments where people are trying to survive, it's always nice to find something to help your mind escape survival mode in whatever way it is. If it's sleep, it can be sleep for an hour, maybe 2, and just relax. Whether it be go to the spa and get a massage for 30 minutes. There are ways that people can fit in pockets of self-care, but it also may not be, depending on the person, it may not be what they consider self-care, right?
Yeah.
They might just feel like, well, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like people, there are a lot of people don't see getting their hair done as self-care. They see it as a chore. Like, I got to get my hair done today. Oh, I got to get these nails done today. Oh, I got, like, you know, it's just because it's their business. Maybe they look pretty, so that's their influencers, whatever it is, right? They don't consider those things to be self-care anymore, especially if they're in this entertainment business. Yeah, the Tracy Ellis Ross, like, you getting your hair done every week. Yeah, you have to stay clean, tight, and also what she was talking about whenever it comes to saying yes to everything, that's entertainment. If you're not somebody, you have to say yes to everything, because you might miss out on an opportunity if you don't go to this party, if you don't go to this after party, if you don't go to the after party brunch, if you don't go to the show, you might miss out on meeting someone who can get you to where you need to be. It's all about networking in that business specifically. So whenever it comes to Tracy saying yes, I think that just really does mean you're still working. Like, I think people have this idea of all celebrities do is like party and have fun. I'm like, yeah, they go to set and they do this, or they do music and they do this, but there are all these cool events. I'm like, those cool events are cool. They're fun. You're working.
Yeah, they're working.
You're trying to build connection. That's what you're here for. Once you really are cemented in the industry, someone like Tracy Ellis Ross, as of now, of course,
then you can transition to your
no. You can go into your no, but if you're on your grind, saying yes to everything will get you, it will elevate you, honestly, in entertainment. So it's, you know, it's dependent on the profession, and there are a lot of different factors that go into it. I could talk about it more, but I've already taken up enough of y'all's time.
Have you?
So that's my piece on it.
What about you, Nika? What do you think?
I feel like it absolutely can be a luxury. I feel like it's more so a luxury in like lower class, middle class working people, not obviously not people like that are up there like Tracy Ellis Ross. I feel like when it comes to lower class, middle class working people that may have 2 to 3 jobs, having the time to make the time to have self-care is a luxury, because you're not going to have that time when you have all this other stuff to do. Even if it is just you, and you're like, I gotta do this, that, and the other, and you're like, I don't even have time to cook for myself, which can also be a form of self-care. You probably don't have the time to do that, so you're just like, I just gotta grab and go. Or I don't even have the time to do like my like a 10-step skincare routine, like if somebody has it, because I don't got time for that. I'm about to CeraVe it up, wash it off, put on some moisturizer, and head out the door. Like, there are people that don't have the time to do that because there's no time for them. There's time for them to wake up, get dressed, and get out the door. And the next time they come home, it's probably really late, depending on how many jobs they have, or how late their shift may be, like what have you. The situations for people can be different. I think that it does depend on what people, as was said, what people define as self-care, because that can be different for literally everyone, from lower class people to upper class people. The self-care is going to be different. So I feel like it can absolutely be a luxury, and having the time to be able to like set aside things to do for yourself, like without anybody or without any interruptions or something, is a luxury in itself. And I think it's nice for people to have it, but I feel like I am also one of those people who are like, sometimes I have the time and the other times it's like, I can't make the time to do this because I'm trying to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or sometimes I feel like people that are in like lower class and middle class, like that are like living paycheck to paycheck or just on survival mode, like you said, they just they probably feel guilty about even wanting to have that time set aside because they're like, I don't got time to do this. I'm on grind mode. I don't got time to do this. You see a lot of that talk on Twitter where people are like, yeah, I work for mine and blah, blah, blah. And
I never sleep.
Yeah. And I don't ask my parents for handouts and y'all be asking, I just bought my first car. And I just feel like that's okay, but you don't have to put down folks who do get the help from other people to make their lives easier. Because why would you want to struggle? Like, there's a lot of people who literally, when they're talking, I'm like, you won?
You've chosen the struggle.
No, I'm like, you're literally choosing to struggle. Right. Like, to choose to struggle until is so different than struggling and not being able to have the time or the opportunity or like the people around that can help you. Because if other people in your circle are in the same mode that you're in, no, you're not going to have the help that you want to have. So it just, like what said, it depends and it could be different for everybody. So
yeah.
Can I add in one more thing too? Even today when I was on Instagram, I was watching Keke Palmer made I don't know if she made the video today or another day, but she made a video. Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, she made a video about just her. She was just sitting. She was at the crib, and she basically just made a video like shouting out to all the single moms or single parents in general out there, because she said this motherhood thing. You know, Keke Palmer been a mama for like a week and some change, baby.
Yeah.
This motherhood thing has been rocking her world. But she has a village, and she's so grateful for that village. Like, you know, she has a man, she has family. But she was like, if I didn't have this and I just had me, like, oh my God. Like, so immediately her brain clicked and was like, this is such a privilege to have this.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a village. She said, and this isn't me trying to, you know, be boastful, but I am truly like saluting to all the single moms out there and who put on that cape, because motherhood is no joke, but whenever you have motherhood and you're genuinely by yourself,
trying to make it work.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that's also something to know right now as well. Like, that's the same thing, like a luxury, right?
Yeah.
She has the means, she has the people, she has the village, so she's able to do certain things. But she's like, I'm still worn the fuck out. Like, that don't make her not worn. It just makes it feel like, if this is how I'm feeling now, imagine if I just had me.
Right.
You know? And sometimes it's easier to put, it can be nice to put yourself in others' mindset or shoes, because you can't put yourself, Keke Palmer can't put herself in other people's shoes, but to just get into the mindset of being like, I can't even imagine what it would be like.
Just being able to have the empathy and compassion for a person who don't have the same resources for you.
Yeah.
Just humanizes you a little bit more.
No, I agree. With self-care, I do truly believe that it is a luxury. And I truly do believe that it does take money. Because a lot of things that you want to do that can be considered self-care, like for some people it might be getting their nails done, getting their hair done. It might be, it might be cooking a meal or going to the beach and reading a book or, taking a nap. Or whatever, multitude of different things. It could be traveling, you know what I'm saying? All those things. I just feel like self-care is very hard to do if you don't have the money. Because if you don't have the money, then you're almost always going to be operating out of like a survival mode. So that's going to put you at a disadvantage, which usually is your time being taken away. If you don't have money, then maybe like you have to cook your meals at home. Like you can't afford to go out and to eat. So you have to make meals and things like that. And I mean, cooking something that could take an hour or two, and then you still have to clean. Not only just the kitchen, but I mean, damn, you probably got you got to do the kitchen, the dishes. You got to clean up your kitchen. You got to put all your food away. You gotta probably the rest of your house is looking a mess because I mean, literally, it's like you wake up, you go to work, you come home, and you probably only have just a few hours before you need to go to sleep so that you can wake back up and go to work tomorrow. So with those few hours, it's like, okay, what can I do? If you don't have the money to do things like, okay, instead of me taking 2 hours to cook this meal and then also like another hour to clean up, which is probably 3 hours of my night already eaten up, and then I'm not going to be able to do anything. Like, okay, if I have the money, then I can go out and go to a restaurant and maybe take like 30-40 minutes and I'll be out. Or go run to Jack in the Box or a McDonald's, anything like that, and grab a quick meal, and boom, now those 2 hours, 3 hours just got shrunk down to 20, and now you can keep on moving on throughout your day. Or you can pay for like those meal prep services or something like that, so you always have meals ready to go. Something like cooking, like that's one of the things that I've realized have taken so much of my time. And like, it used to be something that I really enjoyed was like to cook. But now that like I notice how much time gets eaten up, and then like just how I feel at the end of it all, like everything feels like a chore. Nothing feels like self-care. It's like, damn, okay, I gotta cook. Okay, damn, now I gotta clean. Okay, damn, I've been working all week, so like all my clothes are starting to pile up in my closet. I've got bottles and bowls and plates just strewn all over the house. Clothes all over the house. I probably need to do laundry. So many things just pile up. And just like when you don't have the time, you don't have the money to afford yourself the time to make your life easier and to get into like a self-care kind of like routine for yourself, is very hard to do. Like if you're a single parent, I mean, when do you ever have time for yourself? You're going to go to work, you're going to come home, you got to cook for yourself, you got to cook for your babies. How are you going to afford childcare? Childcare might not always be available for you. So, I mean, can you really take that nap? Can you really go to the beach and read a book? Can you really can you really clean? There's really not much you can do. But if you can afford yourself to do things like get a meal prep plan from like HelloFresh or some shit like that. You want to sponsor us? But if you want to, you want to go out with your friends, if you can afford a babysitter and someone who's always on call for you, a nanny. Really,
yeah, even that
a nanny would be best. And then that frees up so much time that like, okay, now I don't have to worry about my cooking for my meals. Now I don't have to worry about childcare. If I need to leave, I need to go and do something, I know someone's going to be here to take care of my child. If you can get a housekeeper or a maid of some sort, even if they come like once a week or some shit like that, now like, okay, cool, I don't really have to worry about cleaning up my house like that. Because someone's going to come and do that for me. So now you got cooking, childcare, and cleaning pretty much wiped out of your list. And so now when you come home, now those few hours that you do have after work, you can actually use that time to go and do something nice for yourself, whether it's in the house or out the house. Because you might be like, damn, I want to go to the beach and read a book, but I don't have the money right now, like because I haven't had that many hours at work or something like that. But when everything is just like aligned in a way for you to actually afford things to make your life easier, then that's when I think self-care can really start.
It can really start mentally too.
Yeah,
because whenever your mental state really does have a huge toll on your self-care. Like you can just feel like, okay, I might have the resources, but my mental is not there. Like,
right, exactly.
I don't want to go out. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay in bed. And that mental has just as much of a toll over self-care as money does as well.
Yeah. Because most times when you get home, I mean, you're so tired from work.
Yeah.
You barely even want to feed yourself. After work because you'd be tired or whatever. So it's like, do I really want to use this time to do some self-care, or do I want to just go to sleep?
Right.
Like, damn, I haven't seen my friends in a while, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
I want to stay home. I think it kind of like, it'll turn you into like a little hermit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, yeah, I'm going to read this last little excerpt here. Ooh, it went away.
Where'd it go?
Crazy.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Yes. Basically, the person, they said that they don't mean luxury as in a hyper luxurious activity. Like, we're not talking about traveling all over the world. Clearly, what we've talked about here is like cleaning,
basic stuff,
cooking, things like that. They say, I mean it as a luxury to have the time to solely care for yourself, however that may be. Most people can't afford an hour or two of doing nothing because that time needs to be spent making money to survive. They say money brings the luxury to leverage some of your time back to pour into yourself. And let's be real, even one day a week isn't enough to mentally cope with the world we live in today. But we have to just keep on keeping on so we aren't homeless. So that's basically what we're saying here. In a nutshell, that, money will give you the resources to afford things to alleviate your time, which then you can use to pour back into yourself.
Money will provide all the time.
Definitely. Especially,
it's not everything, but it will provide.
Yeah.
Right. It's not everything, but it helps with a lot of things.
Yes. Especially if you can afford to not work for a certain amount of time to get yourself like back together. Like, that's also like, hell yeah. Like, if you want to, like, say you want to check yourself into like a mental health facility.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's because
what the fuck?
I don't know why in my head I heard like asylum, like a mental asylum.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Mental health facility.
I wasn't nobody ready for that. I'm sorry.
No.
She said, I said, what?
Whoa. I was like, did I say something? Shit.
I'm so sorry.
Anywhoosies. If you could afford to not work for a while so that you can check yourself into a mental health facility,
yes,
that's also a great thing. And also to have the luxury to not wake up at the crack of dawn to go to work. People that work graveyard shifts, people that work first shifts. Yeah.
It's a mess. I literally seen a TikTok of this lady, and she was saying how like, for people that have periods, if you like when your period comes, this should be a time that you take to, recharge and relax. Like, we shouldn't be working and doing all these things.
Same with pregnancy.
Same with pregnancy. And so someone asked, like, okay, so what do you do when you're on your period? And she was like, I take a week off from work and I stay home. And luxury. I just take care of myself. I sit and I said, wow, what a luxury.
What a luxury.
Imagine not only making enough money to where you can afford to take a week off, but also imagine working for a company that when you tell them, hey, I need to take a week off, they like, say, okay, no problem.
You have unlimited PTO.
You're good. No problem. Yeah. You're making a week off every month? Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
A week off every month.
Absolutely.
I would be living easy breezy.
And beautiful.
Cover girl.
Okay. And that's all I got for Under Our Umbrella. I like that topic. I
did too. We really got deep.
We did.
All right, hats, everybody. I hope you liked it.
I hope you liked that.
I bring me.
Get mine, bout mine, go hard. I don't know the rest.
Hey.
Star was a great show.
Yeah.
I'm still mad that they canceled Star.
Yeah, Star.
Sorry.
We got to bring back Queen Latifah.
We got to bring back Queen Latifah. We got to bring back Brandy. Was on the show.
Brandy was on the show. Yes, she was.
Head of the Bell was on the show too. She played the mama.
Yes, she did.
Ryan Destiny. Luke James.
Absolutely.
Good people were on those shows.
There was good people on that show. thank y'all so much for listening to this episode of The Black Umbrella. Happy TBU Thursday. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at TBU Podcast. Send us an email at theblackUmbrellaPC@gmail.com. Let us know if you're looking for any ad placements and we can talk about that. Also, thank you to everyone that came out to our live show on Amped last Friday. Yes. Thank y'all so much for coming out. We had so much fun. It was so fun to it was lit. It was so fun to talk to y'all, and you know, in real time we could actually see what y'all were saying and we could like respond to you and like, ooh, it was so fun. And y'all know next month will be the next one. So be on the lookout. If you missed the one that just happened, don't worry. Okay.
Come again.
Another one will be here for you next month.
Another one will be here.
Yeah. And we love y'all so much. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Make sure you also check out the season 5 playlist so you can keep up with all the music we talk about every week.
Listen to it.
Yes. And we love y'all so much. And we'll talk to y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.